Hey guys, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming at you for week number 5 in our ethics class. So here's where we're at, guys. As you can see on your screen, you have successfully tackled all 4 weeks or halfway through the semester. And we are starting week number 5, which puts us in a very, very easy position. It's going to go downhill from here. It's going to go very quick. As you can tell, these 4 weeks have gone by super quick. But I want to give you sort of a peek view of what to expect for the rest of the semester, what to expect for this week, what happened last week, and kind of bringing this down to a close. So, of course, you have your week assignments, which is chapter 6 and 7, plus a discussion, more or less government intervention. I think this will be a very interesting conversation to have with ethics students. And then when we move into week number 6, you once again have a dual chapter week with Let's Check on Your Facebook, which is more of a, is it ethical to investigate people looking for jobs on their social media site, and would that accurately depict what you stand for and who you are? So we won't worry about that too much. That's until week number 6 next week. But then when we get to week number 7, we're looking at a one chapter week and a discussion. So it kind of eases up on you that week prior to the last week. And then of course we look into week number 8, which is going to be your final exam. So let me go there now that we've brought up the exam. Let me tell you some stats of our class, and you can kind of gauge where you are and feel comfortable in this. I want to also state that you guys have been a very successful class, a lot of participation, which I appreciate. We've had, I think, one person last week didn't do their discussion out of the entire class of over 30 people. So I want to appreciate that and thank you for following those guidelines and making this class a lot more interesting than it would be with the one sentence replies. I think the interaction amongst the students have been excellent. Your feedback, every single one of them, I read and I appreciate. I thank you. I think it's extremely important to feel connected to you, as you probably feel the same as being connected to me as your instructor. So the same way you appreciate the video, I appreciate your feedback on the video. I think it helps me understand where sort of the pulse is for the class. So here's some stats. Everyone took the midterm. Congratulations. You should be excited about that. The whole entire class, no issues. I know someone brought up a question in the feedback saying, you know, what happens if there's something out of your control? I understand those situations. The situation of like I was having a hard time, or I didn't plan accordingly, or I worked too much. Those things don't really fly with me. But if something, an emergency, you went to the hospital, your power was out, even your power was out, it wasn't out for the whole week. You guys have a whole week to do this work. So I expect you to use your time wisely and be concerned about, you know, if a midterm or a final's coming, you want to get that done early. Don't wait till Saturday night or Sunday night to do your midterm, guys. So anyhow, either way, everyone's completed it. I'm happy about that. Excited. Congratulations. Here's where we stand on the midterms. The maximum score was 400. 13 of you got a 400, a perfect day. The minimum score was 180. Someone got 180. Your average of the class was 334, and the medium was 345. So overall, you guys are killing it in this class. You're doing such a good job. Overall, in the midterm, as where we stand today with all of your work already done and the midterm included, the lowest class score is a 64. If you're hearing this video and that's you probably need to work on getting that score up before the semester's over. So please make sure you're doing the best you can on your work. The maximum score, though, in the class up to this date is 100. So that shows us a very, very good range. The other thing I found very interesting is the average score of the class, all the students put together, is a 91. So the average student is passing with a 91. That's an A. And the medium is a 94. So that means there's a lot of you that are really doing good in this class. And for all of you who are, congratulations, well done. I want to give a quick shout out to Myra, Morgan, Nada, Haley, and Okima. These students got a 100 on their test score. So congratulations on that. On the discussion last week, we talked about deontology and utilitarianism. For some of you who are Mr. Argueta fans and taken 4 or 3 classes with me, you're going to notice that I combine some of these discussions. And for the most part, I am okay with that. I think that it helps you kind of think it through. The first time you got the discussion, you're probably trying to figure out who you are. And then the second time, you're sort of like, okay, my opinion didn't change, but I see it in a different point of view now, and I can discuss it a little more in depth, and I appreciate you doing that. So don't worry about it. I understand you've already seen this in other classes. I do that purposely. I want you to have those discussions and sort of dwell on it. A week goes by, then you see the topic again, and you're able to speak about it in a little more detail. So I thought the discussions went well. I'm reading through them now, so it'll take me about 3 days to grade those. So don't be alarmed if you haven't seen your grade posted. I have not been able to do that. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I let those discussions close out on Sunday night. Then when I get here Monday, I try to get this video out as soon as possible so you have time to see what's going on and what's expected. And then I begin to grade all those. And I'm teaching 4 classes this semester, so I have to create 4 different videos. So bear with me is all I guess I'm trying to say. Other than that, guys, I think I'm extremely proud of what you've done so far. I would show this class off to any new instructor or adjunct to show them what a class should look like. You guys have been doing super well. Your discussions are in depth, they're powerful, they're detailed, they have good information. I can tell based on what you guys are saying that you're understanding some of these concepts, that you're applying them, that you're reflecting upon them, you're creating something of knowledge here, and that I believe would help you in the long run. All right, enough about bragging about you guys. I got to show you something new. So right behind me, this is my Father's Day gift. As you probably know by now, I am a coffee enthusiast. I wouldn't go as far as saying a coffee snob, but some people might refer to me as that. But of course, I've always had the K-cup version of it, and they're pretty decent to get you out of trouble. But I got an espresso maker now, so I know that some of you have said you were going to stop by. We have some more options now in coffee. If you want an espresso, a cappuccino, or a latte, we can do that. I just bought myself this new Lavazza espresso, so you're always welcome to stop by. I got some good stuff going on here, and excited to meet you guys. I'm excited to see this semester go to reach an end with a very successful class, and I think that's about it, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I know vacations are about to kick in. We're literally 3 weeks away from ending this semester, and you've done it successfully. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon.